gang, this is Scott here, and I'm making the first of maybe 3 or 4 videos on CDs. And you think, well, aren't you the guy that makes or goes to thrift stores to buy vinyl? Yeah, I still do. In fact, maybe you can't see it off camera there. I got a bunch of vinyl records that I haven't shown on or made videos on, and I still look for vinyl. Although I gotta tell you, price and availability. Prices have gone up in my area. Back in the day, you could get like vinyl records like 3 for $1. That I think in my area that's pretty much disappeared. Usually it's $1 now at least. But the good news is now that people are going away from CDs and they become out of fashion. In this age of streaming and downloads, now to me this is the time to start looking at the thrift stores for CDs, and I'm going to show you, I say maybe the first maybe 4 videos here on some of the finds I've made in the last few months. And I have to tell you my age. I just turned like 55, so I grew up buying vinyl back when vinyl was still the mainstream. But when CDs came out, I didn't jump on the bandwagon right away and throw away all my vinyl records and buy those same albums on CD. I was pretty smart. In fact, it was CDs, the era of CDs, that actually really got me into collecting vinyl records, because then like the thrift stores started filling up with the people who maybe unwisely, in retrospect, got rid of their vinyl. Hopefully, if they they didn't. Maybe I hope they took care of their records. I mean, through the years, 30 or more years of collecting records, I've done a lot of sifting through stuff, and I only buy stuff that's in good condition. But now that the CDs are starting to come, I will probably look for more stuff, CD, things like that. And I want to give you maybe some of the younger ones here who may be watching this, maybe some tips on finding a player. In the opening sequence there, I showed you that the player, in fact, since I took that, I moved it below on this table here. What kind of you can find players now at thrift stores dirt cheap, but that doesn't mean that they're all going to be decent ones. There's certain things you should do. Try to test them out. I think certain types of players. At the end of this video, I'm going to show you a player that I bought new way back in I think it was 1987 when I first started buying CDs, and it has some kind of like annoying problems. It still works, it still plays CDs, but it's one of those kind of carousel type players that for better or worse, I mean those became kind of like the mainstream after the single drawer ones. People thought, I want to have like 5 or 6 discs in this player, but I want to convince people in this video it's better to look for a decent quality single drawer player. But anyway, I'll talk a little bit about that later. I'll show you a few of the ones that I have here. These are all like $1 or $2 CDs for this first one here. And the first one I'll show you here is this one, Chris Isaak, Forever Blue. I bought one of his CDs when it first came out. I can't remember the name of it. I still have it. It had that hit. His hit was that one called Wicked Game, if you remember that one. I haven't played this one yet, but I know it should be pretty good, I guess. This one I got recently. I think this was, I have to put my reading glasses on, sorry. I think this one was $1. Kay's Choice. I don't know too much about it. I remember they had a hit. It was called I'm Not an Addict. And I think it came out in the late 90s. In fact, when if you go thrift store shopping, I know by me, it's like the 1990s was pretty much the era of the CD. Um, and so most of these records are like newer original albums from bands of the 90s, I guess. And in a future video, I have a lot of compilation stuff. I really don't buy CDs of stuff if I already have it on vinyl. Of older records. Usually those early CDs of older analog, to me the older analog records, it's like it was an inferior reproduction. But I could be wrong. I was never a snob myself about the, album or vinyl versus CD as far as sound quality. One thing you do want to do, though, I would say when you look at a CD, hopefully it's not sealed. I mean, you can open it up, examine it, and it may have some like superficial scratches. And what you can do, if you take it home and play it, and if it plays, it should play pretty good, especially if you have a decent player. Like this one. This one has like a kind of like a 4-time oversampling pickup or whatever, so it's like something that is a scratch is not going to like automatically like cut out or skip or something like that. The better players have the ability to play scratched or slightly damaged discs, but in any case you it's not too hard to take care of them. What I do personally, that's why I like a single drawer player. It's like you really don't. You can only hear one record at a time anyway. Why have like 4 or 5 or 6 discs in a player? So, but let's get on with more of these finds here. Next one here is a $1 one, Bare Naked Ladies Stunt. I can't remember. I know they had a hit or two when this one came out. I haven't played this one yet. Here is a CD of an older classic album. This was $1.99, Jimi Hendrix. Are You Experienced? I played this one several times. It sounds really good. This is another one I played several times. I'm kind of a REM fan, and this was like a nice compilation, the IRS years. In fact, I played some of this. I was testing this player today, and I was playing some tracks off of this. Another one, this one sounds really good. I like acoustic music. The nice thing about a CD of acoustic music is, say if you have a vinyl record and it's got like scratches and pops, it kind of like ruins the quiet of like an acoustic performance or whatever. But this one's a great one too. Eric Clapton Unplugged. I don't have the sticker on. I think it was $1, but it's a great record. Great record. Okay, here's one of those one of the all-time classics. I was really kind of jazzed to get this one. I never bought this. My brother was really into this. This group or whatever. We were when he was buying CDs. He didn't buy that many, but this is the one that everybody bought when it came out. Pretty much, it's Nirvana. Nevermind for $1. And I played it through. It sounds great. I like to play this in the car too a lot. It's a great car record. Here's another one. This one I actually bought brand new when it came out. This band. This is the band Garbage. They were kind of like experimental electronic band or whatever. A lot of vintage. They use a lot of vintage effects and things like that. This one I haven't played yet, but I was kind of excited to get this. This is Vince Guaraldi, Charlie Brown Christmas. It's all those things from that were in the special or whatever. First thing I have. This is another one I always liked. I'm not a huge U2 fan, but this is one of my favorite U2 albums. It's Achtung Baby. So for $1, I played this one through. It sounds great. Here's performer. I don't know. I've seen her on TV on like Austin City Limits or whatever. It's Lisa Loeb, Nine Tails. I haven't played this one yet. It should be pretty good. I think I kind of like that kind of music. Here's another one. I kind of into this performer too. When her first early records or whatever I bought when I first bought CDs new, but I didn't have this record. This is Sarah McLachlan. What is it? Afterglow for $1.99 there. So that's just some of the ones I've gotten so far. And like I said, I've cleaned up this player and it works great. I don't have a remote control, but you really don't need something like that if it's just a single drawer, machine. I would recommend, if when you're looking at Goodwill or thrift store, if you're looking for a machine. And I was actually looking for another machine today, and I really didn't see anything that I was happy with. I mean, I even tried testing one that was a carousel type player, and of course the thing wasn't working. But I just want to show you my other one real quick and kind of like show you the drawbacks of some of these older players. Okay. Okay, I'm showing you my this is my Denon carousel player here, and I'm playing the garbage debut record here. I mean, I have brand new batteries in the remote, but like, say when you want to open it up, it's supposed to open up and it's supposed to stay open, but it doesn't. It opens up and then closes for some stupid reason. And it's had this problem for many years. I mean, and it's the reason why I haven't really used it much in quite a few years. Okay, I've stopped it and I open it up. There's the disc. See, but then once it closes it up, so it's like you gotta like grab it. You pretty much have to like grab it out of there and hopefully not damage it or whatever. So, and see when I turn off the power, see if anything happens here. But as far as sound reproduction, it was like state of the art pretty much at the time. It wasn't the top of the line for Denon, but it was like the second from the top of the line. And I did buy this one back in the day because it supposedly had the ability to play discs that other players may not have been able to play, like compensate for any like scratches or damage or something like that. So. But I'm going to hold on to it for the time being, I guess. Maybe if I find something better. But I thought I'd show this one to maybe dissuade people. If you could find an older good one, like the single drawer type CD player. I mean, yeah, you can. There's, I mean, DVD players and some, a combo. VCR and DVD. I mean, you can play music CDs, but it's like I don't think they have as many features as far as for taking advantage of the audio quality of a audio CD. But anyway, I hope you get good luck finding a decent player and look for some of those great CDs there. So with that, I'll let you go for now. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye. Why does it do that?